hard day at work dealing with that Kyle guy. Shoot, what shirt am I going to wear tonight when we record? Oh, got a Pro Wrestling Tees on shirt. I'm good. I have a Pro Wrestling crate. See if I got the Chase Baby. What the heck is this? What? The Harley Race and the Ego, these weren't open when I left. How's the cleaner supposed to stay clean if he's not in a bag? Oh my gosh. I know you guys are breathing, but I prefer you much more in package. Penta, you're with your brother, but I'm gonna have to contact I don't want to say a loose collector to buy these because I don't store mine this way. A Masa? Are you kidding me? A Taz? Chris Hero version 1. Seriously, what? And then a Billy.
Nerd! You're watching DaveCTV. Now here's your host, the voice, Dave Canning. It's you, it's me, it's DaveCTV. It's you, it's me, it's DaveCTV. Let's start the show. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, it is me, it is N.R.D. And usually I'm very upbeat. I'm very positive going right now. But what we just witnessed with what my sister is now doing to this broadcast, to Nick last week and Ryan this week, as you can see, he is emotionally distraught. He's quiet regularly, but even more so right now. And I'm not going to stand for this. So I invite the magnificent Margaret to come on to the NRD, the Wrestling Nerd broadcast next week. Why don't you pick on somebody your own size? I've been in your face for 32 years. Why don't you come at me? Because when you come at the king, you best not miss. And I don't think that you got what it takes in that briefcase to come at the soon-to-be king of the nerds. Now, with that being said, welcome to the Wrestling Nerd broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Nick, how are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good, doing good. Ryan, other than the opened Brawlers, how are you doing?
I'm a loose collector now. I mean,
you gotta get yourself a nail polish rack now.
Yeah, these weren't in the vault, because I almost got in a fight with my wife, first fight ever, being married, but I mean, she doesn't have the vault combo, of course, as I've let you guys know. These were ones I was gonna do some deals with, but they're loose now. I'm gonna have to deal with loose collectors. Those people are a little off to me, so I'm not doing this. But we're gonna continue. I want to be professional.
Yes, we may be the most unprepared podcast, but we are the most professional podcast out there. And speaking of the broadcast, we are not alone this week. Last week we had on Tom Sasso and our commissioner Harold the Puppet. Tom, of course, produced the brand new theme to the Wrestling Nerd broadcast. So it is only fitting that this week we have the man who created the logo for both the Micro Brawler broadcast and the newly founded Wrestling Nerd broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce our guest this week, Mr. Dougie Nunya. Dougie, welcome to the broadcast.
What's up, guys?
We are wonderful. How are you doing this evening? You collect loose. See, tell Ryan it's not all that bad.
It's not all that bad, man. You can put them however you want them. You got room. You can actually see them. It's a lot better. And you ain't got to worry about them showing up bubble mailers and people breaking into your house and ripping them open.
Exactly. That's true. Exactly. So we are here with Dougie and Dougie. I think I can safely speak for Nick and Ryan myself. You have one of the coolest displays that we've seen, and that's only a portion of what we can see behind you. You showed us your Funko wall before. We've seen, the Bray Wyatt lantern that you've got there. You got figures behind. Tell us everything that Just give us a short summary of what do you collect. Like what's in that room with you, basically.
Pretty much anything that's like horror related, wrestling related, any of that stuff I usually get into. Ultimate editions, I have all of those. AEW, I have all of those. I've got one of the 1 of 500 John Moxley's. I've got autographed MJF, Kenny Omega, stuff like that. Love autograph figures. I've got like 3 Jake the Snake Elites autographed. I'm getting a Hulk Hogan Ultimate Edition autographed. HBK Ultimate Edition autographed. So I really love autographed figures. It just puts more of a touch on the actual figure itself. But I do collect a ton of loose stuff, more than I have room to display. I literally have 2 rooms. One's a storage room and one's a display room. I cannot fit everything into one room, and I have a full finished basement for it. But yeah, I collect everything from wrestling side. NECA, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movies. I was never into the cartoons because I grew up in the 90s. I was born in late 80s, but I don't remember any of that. So I remember going to the movies in, the early 90s and watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Love those. So I have all of the movie turtles in the NECA form. Jason, Freddy, Annabelle, all those. I have all those figures. And then of course the little micro brawler collection back here too.
Absolutely. And so those are baseball bat cases in the 2 that are on top of one another, right? That are lit.
Yep.
That's see, and I've said this before. Now, are they autographed those, or are they just like
Yeah.
the heavy hitters?
Yep. All of those in the baseball bat cases are autographed.
Okay.
And then the shadow box above, that one's also autographed. That's the X-Pac and Billy.
Okay.
Autographed too.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it when we were doing the detox, when we were doing the display, talking about people's displays. I might have lost words tonight after what Margaret did. I can't believe she did that, Ryan. But I talked about how it is very hard, especially with the bagged ones, that they were very difficult to display well. I saw so many, they're laying flat in a DTOF or in a case, but you have figured out a great way to do it. So if anybody's watching this, you need to figure out a better way to display your in-bag brawlers. Dougie's baseball bats is where you want to shop. So it's definitely, it's my favorite.
The carded ones are the hard ones to figure out. I have not figured out those yet.
But those you can hang on a wall, and it doesn't look as odd as the bag. But she missed one. She didn't get them all. You're good. Get them all. She's not a good Pokemon player. Couldn't catch them all.
What kind of neon? Like, how did you do all the neon for your collection?
It's the TV light strips from Walmart, just in the electronics section, like $5 for a box. You got a remote, you can change colors and patterns and all that stuff too.
That's all run off the batteries.
All of the baseball bat and the shadow box, those are all plug in, so I leave those on constantly.
Okay, cool.
Those I never have to turn off. The cube ones though, they're on like an hour timer. They run on AAA batteries, and they're individual lights for each cube. They were like $20 on Amazon, and I got 100 batteries for like $25. So
it's definitely one of the more unique and better displays, the Brawlers that is out there.
Not that we've seen any bad displays. I don't want to make anyone feel bad, but this one, then
you create like a micro brawler arena at one point.
Yeah, it's the Slam Crate. I think there was Slam Crates, Slam Stars, something like that. They were from WWE though. They had the figures. Each one of them came with a quarter of the ring. So I just put all the rings together and made that. And then I took the Elite table from the Shane McMahon figure and just put an Impact sticker on it, and just turned it into a little arena.
It was definitely
pretty cool.
I wish I had that kind of free time.
I guess I have the space now.
Yes, you do have the space, So, and something else you've done that is really awesome that you, if you are new to this show and you haven't heard about the Micro Brawler fan group on Facebook, over 700 members. We are 700 nerds strong. Holy cow! Wow. So first of all, Nick, virtual high five. You've done it. A group of 700 people have come together over little figurines.
I think we're like about 2 weeks away from the 1-year anniversary of the group.
Is it April 2nd or something like that?
I got to look again, but it's beginning the first week of April.
I think that's next week. I gotta talk
Oh,
to
we
my
were
boss.
close, damn.
But yeah, so in the Micro Brawler fan group during the month of March, obviously big deal with March Madness and the NCAA tournament. So we decided to have our tournament of our own. Actually, we didn't decide. Dougie decided to put this together. We went through multiple rounds for the men's singles stars with a WWE, Ring of Honor, Impact brackets, something like that. Dougie, just explain to me how you came up with the idea and how you executed it.
Yeah, so the first round was really big. We had a ton of WWE, so just put WWE up. Then we put AEW up. They had their own tournaments. ROH, Impact, they all had their own tournaments. New Japan, and then we did the Worlds kind of collide. So it was WWE versus AEW. It was Impact versus ROH. We had the Major Brothers and Abyss from Impact. They were going as winners, so they kind of came in and filled the gaps a little bit more to kind of get the tournament up and going for a little bit higher numbers. But yeah, it was basically just WWE by themselves and AEW by themselves. And then the winners of those, we kept the top 5 and then had them compete against each other and just did multi-round eliminations. And it all came down to, it was it's like 2 or 3 of them from WWE, 2 or 3 from AEW, like 1 from Impact, 1 from ROH. And then they finally decided the winner on that one.
And do you want to reveal the winners? Because I think we announced it in the group today, so we can officially. I know we're not going to have music to go with it because I don't want to get copyright strikes. So there is the winner, reigning and defending 2021 Micro Madness winner, Macho King Randy Savage. Did everyone vote for Randy Savage to win? I know I did. I did.
I did not.
Yeah.
What was the it was Penta and
The
Randy
black
Savage
and white
were the last
Penta
two?
came down to him. Yeah, the black and white Penta. He was kind of an underdog. I did not see
Yeah,
that going
neither did
anywhere
I.
near that high.
Cinderella story.
Yeah,
And I'll be honest. I mean, I don't know if it's just me. I like the black and gold. The
That's
black
the
and
first
gold
brawler I
Penta
ever
better.
got, so I'm
I-
always gonna have a soft
Because
spot.
I just think the white one, they're essentially the same thing, but it's just more color and it pops more with the gold. But that's just me. Ryan, what are you drinking tonight? Is that a Bud Light Limerita?
Yeah, whatever was on clearance, you know. Yeah.
No,
I'm just going old
It's a
school.
little dainty, but it's 8%. 8%.
those are delicious. I'll be honest. I got a Yankee story. I'll tell you sometime off the air. I'm not going to go into the mess that happened at the stadium, but it's great. I'm drinking Blue Moon. Nick's got Budweiser,
hardcore.
and Dougie being the healthiest of them all.
Yeah.
Has a
Hardcore.
I love Blue Moon. I'd rather have a Blue Moon, but this is what I got.
So we have our singles champion is the Macho King, Randy Savage. We announced, and then we had then you went for the women's division next, right? You didn't break that down by companies. That was just because we didn't. There's not that
I think
many.
there was only about 15 women, so we just did the one round. I didn't really know how to break them down because there was only a few of them. The majority of them, oddly enough, are in Impact. There's like 7 of them in Impact, I think.
Yeah.
There's like 6 or 7 in Impact, and then there was only like 1 or 2 in each one of the other ones. So I didn't think that was really fair. So we just ran a single run. It was just one winner, just took it all. So.
And who is our women's champion for Micro Madness 2021?
The hot mess,
Oh,
Chelsea Green.
Now
I voted for her.
somebody brought up a point, and I mean I don't remember at this point because I wasn't watching Impact all the time at that time.
Lemonade.
Joe brought it up. Joe Lemonade Clegg.
Yep.
Somebody brought up the point of when she was the hot mess, she went as Laurel Van Ness.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if anybody.
But I think
When
I
she was
don't think it was released by Impact. I think it was part of one of the Pro Wrestling Tees waves. So I imagine it's like a copyright thing. Or that's why they just. But I'm pretty sure that when that brawler came out, she was already signed to NXT too. So I don't even know how
when
this all
AEW
works.
first launched, she came in AEW for like one. I think it was like one or two matches.
She was in the Fatal 4-Way at All In.
Yeah.
She was the hot mess, Chelsea Green.
Oh, okay. So that would explain that. And then I can see Ryan's fidgeting already. He's ready to go. So you know what, Dougie?
I'm following in line. I love it. I can display the champs now. You know, we're
gonna have our own ranking system too. You know, so we crowned our tag team champion today as well. And Ryan, you've got him right there. You're getting fidgety, I can see. So Ryan, please tell us who won the 2021 tag team bracket for Micro Madness.
I think Nick has a deeper voice. I'll let him do the music.
What
I should have grabbed my guitar.
Well deserved.
Actually,
I didn't vote for him. I actually personally.
You kind of do look like.
But
Yeah, there we go, Ryan. There's your Halloween costume next year. You're gonna be Hawk for Halloween.
The girls here, yep.
We'll just put a sponge on the side or something like that. You know, anything you can do. So, Dougie, have you thought of a way to continue the because obviously I know people have taken the belt off Harley Race with the Pint Size All-Star. Is there going to be a way to now defend that belt for Randy Savage, Chelsea, and the Road Warriors?
Yeah. So anytime during the crates or when they release new figures, new micro brawlers through like Pro Tees, things like that. As soon as we get them in hand, we're gonna run a tournament. Just be a mini tournament. So like as soon as I get my Kevin Nash, my micro brawler.
Spoiler alert, everyone! Spoiler alert.
Now, as soon as we get the new micro brawler for this month's crate,
there is no Kevin Nash brawler. Don't worry,
no,
folks.
that was the old one. I forgot. My bad. But yeah, we'll do a one-on-one with that. We'll just let people, run through the poll and vote and see which one they think is better. If the new micro brawler gets the better votes, they become the champion. Just a one and done deal going forward. Just defending the title.
Well, would it be one-on-one, or would it be triple threats? Because you got to throw the chase in there.
that's what it was.
Because I'll say this is what now the third chase they've thrown in the crate, right?
Yeah.
I personally this is the first chase brawler that I like better than the other two. That's just me.
I've not seen the chase yet.
It's very nice. It's big and sexy. Let me just say that.
What's going to happen when we get like the AEW wave and stuff like that?
Oh, geez.
So what we'll do with the AEW wave is just do like a little like a battle royal. So we'll just do like a smaller tournament. So we'll have 8 people in there, and 8 people will just get all the votes. Top vote is the champ. So if we get Orange Cassidy, Mox, Jericho, all those, Macho Man will just join that, and then just let everyone vote. And if Orange Cassidy wins the votes, Orange Cassidy's the new champ. Jericho wins, Jericho's the champ.
I'm wondering who's going to finally take Macho Man down. It's going to be fun.
I think it's going to be close with Orange.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see when the AEW wave drops, because then Chelsea will have a competitor. Because I mean,
yep.
And then let's see, in the wave 7 the wave 7, the AEW wave, there's no tag teams, so the LOD's safe for a while, yep. Unless my theory is correct and we get Money Inc. brawlers in the next 2 crates. Come on, make it happen, baby. The month of May and money coming to you. That's the theme for May. I'm calling it right now.
One other thing we're gonna do with the tag team. So LOD might be a little safe for a while. I know you can do a lot of one-off mixed tags. You can make any tag team whatsoever. But
WWE does it.
Right. Unless it is a dedicated tag team, though, like Penta and Phoenix, they're a dedicated tag team. Yep. They're in. They're safe. Money Inc., they're a dedicated tag team. They're in. Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, they get a brawler. That will be a tag team. But one-offs like Kenny Omega and Ibushi or somebody, they won't be a tag team in there just because they've been a tag team. It has to be a dedicated tag team to make it a legit tag team to go up against Road Warriors.
What about Kenny and Hangman? They were tag team champs.
They were tag team champs. It's right. It's
baseball season. Here comes a curveball.
Maybe we'll have a tournament to decide if we need a tournament.
Tournament to decide a tournament.
Hangman ain't beating LOD anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Kenny could.
Maybe, but
I learned last night that Kenny Omega doesn't have eyebrows. I watched Dynamite last night. It threw me off.
Maybe they got burned off from the big explosion at the end.
But then somebody posted on Twitter pictures of Kenny Omega like in a magazine, and they drew eyebrows on him, and oof, doesn't look. Now that you've seen him without eyebrows,
you ruined Kenny Omega for me now. Every time I look at him now, I'm gonna be looking at his eyebrows.
You're gonna keep looking.
I'm trying to look over here to see my Kenny Omega now. Damn it!
you're gonna keep looking because you're not gonna find the eyebrows. You're right. They were burned off with sparklers. That's how we'll keep this story alive. And that's why Eddie Kingston was on the ground so long. He was looking for the remains of any of the eyebrows that were on the ground. I'm
When
sorry,
you
I
say-
love Eddie Kingston.
Roof and eyebrows makes me think of the Stone Cold WWE box.
Yeah, we should probably talk about that. Yeah, so WWE releases their own versions of a pro wrestling crate, for lack of a better term, as a T-shirt, a couple tchotchke items, an art print, and a micro brawler. Yeah, so I will put the picture of the brawler on the screen here, and it speaks for itself, really. Like, his biceps make him look like he's like held on to pegs or something like this. You can't tell that it's a throne that he's in front of. So kids that were not born that were born after 1996, that's Stone Cold Stunning Steve Austin standing in front of the throne after he beat Jake Roberts in the King of the Ring finals. And yeah, you can't tell that's a throne. They needed something for him to stand on. The pin, is that a pin? Was that a pin thing that they showed in that little velvet bag? Is that a pin? I couldn't figure out what it was.
No, it's like a belt buckle almost. Those are actually very sweet. I've got a couple of them. I've got
Of course he does.
I've got a Macho Man one right here. They are actually very well done, very heavy too.
Wow.
Why is that not on your belt right now? I'm very
Unless
disappointed.
I would wear that.
Can you imagine when this is all over? We can go out to Mars, just going up to a woman, just like, "Hello, ma'am," just hiking up your pants with that belt buckle.
Yeah, they've had them in almost all those boxes. They have a Macho Man one. They have a Intercontinental title that comes with Warrior. They've got a Roddy Piper special one that comes with Piper. I think they had one that came with Undertaker as well. But those are actually the highlight of the box.
Yeah, like I like the shirt that it comes with. That's a cool shirt. The art print is just it's a art print. It's not signed or anything, so I wouldn't like really frame it. And you know that brawler is just. Eef. The bottle opener is cool though. I like the bottle opener. I don't have a drinking problem. I swear. So yeah, let us know your thoughts on the WWE version of a pro wrestling crate or a faux wrestling crate, I guess you could call it. There you go.
Boxes are cool. Some people say the highlights the box, and they are awesome.
The box does look. It's literally like if you fold it out. I mean, granted, if you look on this channel, I did get a WWE Slam crate 2 summers ago, and I unboxed it. It took forever to get here. Like my sister surprised me on an episode that we were doing for a pro wrestling crate in May. It's like, yeah, you're getting a WWE Slam crate. We didn't open that thing till October.
Yeah.
Like, jeez. So beware of Slam crate. Just letting you know. That's my 2 cents.
I think that every other month, right?
Yeah, something like that. I think that's what it does. But still, the fact that she ordered it in May and it didn't get here till October is kind of ridiculous. But that's another story for another day. So is that everything on the Micro Madness? We've crowned our 3 champions. Did anyone have any input? Like anyone major have anything to say on that?
I think you're referring. I did message. I was up late and I kind of realized I'm like, oh, Chelsea won. You know, I sent a message here too. Did a deal with Matt Cardona, so I was like, you know, let him know that we're doing the tournament and his lovely lady won. So I sent that to him. He thought the idea was really cool, which I thought was neat. And he said to keep him posted on the future winners. So I instantly sent him Macho Man. You know, he's a big Macho fan. Sent him the LOD had won as well. So took some interest. That's cool.
So clearly, Dougie, you're over. You're over with the major pod. So you got that going for you. So
yeah.
And he's done one thing in his life.
Robert Champ commented about the tag team.
Oh, did he?
So Robert Champ works for the other guys, the Pine Size All Stars.
Okay.
Commented and said it'd be cool if somebody, wink, wink, made some tag team belts.
Oh. So we're getting the Midnight Express Brawlers.
Let's hope.
Jim Cornette can finally be happy about something in wrestling.
How long now? Since pro wrestling tees probably sees everybody getting excited about these belts. How long before they come out with their own belt pack thing?
Soon.
6 months as of a month ago.
Yeah. So yes, I'm just gonna go off script. So Matt Cardona is excited about the concept of the Micro Madness tournament that we had. So I would like to cordially invite any member of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast group, whether it be Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, Mark Sterling, Chelsea Green, Swoggle, any of them want to come on this show, you are more than welcome. We will kick you out of that box. We will put you in it. You will be the secret square.
I promise that we're not angry or mean.
Exactly. Us three, I don't know about Dougie. We're cool. We just wear costume jewelry all the time. And so, you know. And you know what? If they do come on, we'll give them a crack at the crown. You can be in our next contest to become the ruler and the king of the nerds. I don't think I can entice anybody with anything more than that.
No, it's true. Major Wrestling Figure Pod, they've got a few coming up. You know, the crate we know about. Yep. The pay-per-view you're going to talk about, Nick. I mean, they got some contenders coming up for the belt.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got
the pay-per-view. I've seen that it's like I guess it's like a Patreon that you have to sign up to. It's like a one-time Patreon. There's like different levels, but one of the levels is like the merch, which comes with like the brawler and a couple other things and stuff. And then you have like an event, but I guess you can watch, like, it's going to be up for like a week. It's not like a one-time thing. Mm-hmm. And I don't have it in front of me. I think it was like the different prices. I don't know.
I didn't see
60,
the price.
Right?
Yeah, I think it was 60 got you everything, right? It got you like the event,
the
brawler. Yeah.
And I heard them say on the podcast that it's not like a character from their podcast universe. It's like somebody that everybody will probably want. And then I think they said they're going to say who it is before the actual.
I was going to say, I was going to say, I hope so. So you won't know who the brawler is before you buy it.
I think that they said that like closer to the event, they're going to say who the brawler is. I'm not sure.
Okay. And I think that's it's another innovative thing from them to do that. You know, you put on this one-time Patreon, and you know you can kind of select your reward of what you want, what you're willing to pay to get these rewards. And obviously, we've seen with the brawler community, even though there are some bad eggs out there, that a lot of them will, you know, just go for that, you know, simply just for the brawler alone. And obviously, there's going to be great wrestling. You know,
I think there's a lot of overlay between the two groups, also.
I think there is, because anytime something major gets posted in that Facebook group that's exclusive to the Patreon, we get a couple of hints over in the micro brawler land. So we're in the darkest realms of the forest, but we can still see over the hill. So, and
I've seen some people speculating that it was going to be the Mark Sterling, the AEW gear, but on their poster they had like a shadow of the brawler. I mean, I don't know if it's just a stock brawler or the actual brawler, but like the guy's arms were like down on his side like this. And the Mark Sterling one was pointing at his head. So I don't know if that's
Paul Lee.
Anything to think about.
Woo! It's Freight Train.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like who the brawler could possibly be.
Ball Layman. Ball Layman. No, I keep oh my god, I'm an idiot. I keep thinking of Talking Shop-A-Mania characters like an idiot.
Oh, yeah. That's what I really wish, that they would make Talking Shop-A-Mania.
I wouldn't, if this does well, which I think it will, I wouldn't be surprised if Talking Shop-A-Mania follows too. And like something, I don't know if you'd be able to do it, but you know, throw in, I don't know if you could like put the whiskey or bourbon that they have in there, or like the beer that they're coming out with eventually. But like, you know, you can get something with that. Like that would be the shirt, the Hoot whiskey or whatever it's called.
I just want a Sex Ferguson brawler. I say it's pretty much every episode now. Pretty much my number one want.
So I want Doink the Clown. Nick wants Sex Ferguson. Anybody else got a dream brawler they want before we get to the top three?
Gregory Iron.
Yep.
Dang.
We want Gregory Iron on this show. We're gonna make that happen within the next month or so, I hope.
We need that Stang.
Stang, yes.
Stang.
So speaking of brawlers that we want made, we allowed Dougie to select what our top 3 Tuesday is. And so just to make sure that we have this correct, because I had to rewrite my list moments before we came on, it is wrestlers who have been in movies that we want a brawler of. So a wrestler had to have been in a movie, and then whatever that character is the brawler we want.
Yep.
We get our 10-minute warning countdown. Okay, so Dougie, you are our guest of honor. We will let you go first, my friend.
So I had The Rock as Hobb from the Fast and Furious, the Hobbs movie.
Okay.
The other one was Kevin Nash as Super Shredder. I would love a full-on Super Shredder Kevin Nash brawler. That'd be cool. But the most one that I think would be the best brawler ever would be a Jacob Goodnight played as Kane from See No
Ooh.
Evil.
Oh,
I thought
about that one earlier.
I thought about doing that, but I know you're a big horror guy, so I thought you might go with that.
That's the one I want.
Congratulations to Kane on the Hall of Fame induction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kane and myself, couple of Hall of Famers. Can I be special and put a picture of when I met Kane at a gas station up on the screen quick? We'll put that up really quick. I met Kane after Extreme Rules, went through a flaming table in a match with Daniel Bryan. I said, "Great match, man." He goes, "What do you mean great match? Went through a fucking flaming table." So look at me. I cursed on my own show. Now I got to bleep that out. Great. Awesome. I tried to be really quiet about that. Sorry, Mom. All right. So, Nick, give us your top 3 wrestlers and movies that you want to see abroad.
All right. Well, I'm going to start off with Captain Insano, the Big Show from The Waterboy.
Ah, yes.
All right. And then, because we don't already have enough Macho Mans, a Bonesaw Macho Man from Spider-Man. And then finally, I cheated a little bit. I want a 2-pack. I want a Suburban Commando, Hulk Hogan, and Undertaker.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
For any of you youngins out there that have never seen Suburban Commando, it's definitely worth a watch.
Ryan, give us your top 3 Tuesday.
Okay. I'd like the Russian, Kevin Nash from The Punisher.
Okay.
Okay, I was like, is this thing on? No.
I got it.
Okay.
No, I
Okay.
remember.
Fezzik, Andre the Giant from The Princess Bride.
Okay.
And I thought Dougie would pick this. This isn't a top pick per se, but George the Animal Steel from Ed Wood when he played Tor Johnson. That's horror. I guess it's not horror-ish. I thought Dougie might have picked that.
Okay. I like those. So I'm going to go with Dwayne Johnson when he was in Jumanji. I'm totally blanking on his name, but I saw that movie for the first time a couple months ago. I thought it was great. Then I'm going to go with Roddy Piper in They Live. I was going to cheat and go with Roddy Piper twice as the Maniac in It's Always Sunny. This is a bucket of chestnuts. And then number 3, I want a Hulk Hogan brawler from Santa with Muscles. A nice little holiday brawler to spread cheer throughout the year. So yes, let us know your top 3 Tuesday of wrestlers who have been in movies that you want to see made into brawler form from that movie. So as we wind down here, we got a few minutes. Anybody else got anything to add? Doug, you got anything you want to plug? An Instagram, YouTube channel, Tinder profile? I don't know.
Tinder profile, yeah. You.
Yeah.
I didn't say any of us had to plug it. I just said if he had to plug anything.
A few years ago, I was actually in a couple wrestling pages and didn't really care for how they were ran. So I created my own wrestling figure page. It was back in the day WFC Wrestling Figure and Collectibles. It's now changed to T4L Toys for Life because it's kind of expanded out from wrestling to everything. So NECA, Funko Pop, Micro Brawlers, like everything now. So T4L Toys for Life. It's on Facebook. Got about 800 or so members in there now. Very well close-knit community. There's not really, worried about being scammed or anything like that. Not a lot of trolls, anything like that. It's nice little family in there. So if you're into anything toys, T4L, it's a fun group.
Awesome. So we'll link that in the description below so you can check that page out. Check out the Micro Brawler fan group on Facebook. Of course, it is how the 4 of us came to be together on this show tonight. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down there somewhere. It's around there. Make sure you smash that button so we can get to making a little ching on the side with this. It has been a pleasure. Dougie, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure, my friend. It has been awesome. So, yeah, Nick, Ryan, anybody? Anything else to say before we
I have a What the Fig.
Oh, you have a What the Fig. Yes. Bring it back. What the Fig.
Nature's Basic Bakery Fig Bar, original.
Boo.
I've had those before.
I'm glad Margaret opened your figures.
I started
Okay.
the episode off sad, now I'm sad again.
I'm glad Margaret opened your figures. Go eat your trail mix bar, you weirdo. But yes, that is going to do it for this episode of the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. I've been the voice, Dave Canning, Dave C. The Voice, joined by the founding father, Nick Carpenter, the big crossman, the micro brawler scholar, Ryan Crossley, and of course, Dougie Nunya. On behalf of the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, on behalf of everyone here, don't forget to tell your mother you love her every day because, like Kevin Durant said, Mom, you're the real MVP. Good night, everyone, and God bless America.